Hello there everybody, so Blood and I Dragon Hammer, and welcome back to Fata Morgana. Now then, hopefully the, I'm adjusting the microphone as we're talking right now, and, you guys are probably going to be kicking my ass at this point, but, so I went back and looked at the microphone itself. Apparently the gain was on less than 10% of the actual voicing, so unless I yelled, my voice would not be picked up properly. Thankfully, this should not persist, now that I finally got the damn thing fixed to the way it's supposed to be. But anyway. So, let's actually continue our moment into the Door of Two. How she sees the world. Okay? If the devil guides us, if God guides us, then perhaps I could accept that this was fate. And it makes sense that I am here. Is anyone... I've lost my way. Would you please be so kind as to... I wonder who this could be. Be as kind to spare me a little food. Ah, there. There it is. There comes the poor little offering. They never learn. They just keep coming again and again. The mansion keeps granting my wish. I would be glad to provide you some food. And you're welcome to stay the night. Get some rest. I will have a room prepared. Oh! What, the white-haired girl?
Then I suppose I shall take you up on your generosity. I've been wondering for a very, very long time.
What was that, Master? You recognize her? I imagine you would. Though that white hair, those red eyes, skin the color of freshly fallen snow, and that flawlessly beautiful visage, you could not possibly mistake her for anyone else. And no, it is not someone who happens to resemble her. I can understand why you would be surprised, Master. At first I hardly believed my own eyes. The wanderer knocking on the door that day was the very same fair-skinned young woman who visited the mansion so many years earlier. The white-haired girl must have spent many, many a night in the forest. Her crystalline skin was covered in red scratches from where she had brushed against stray branches and tree bark. She'd even lost her shoes and was standing there barefooted, looking quite disheartened. But that did not make her any less beautiful. In fact, you could just imagine the dense forest canopy parting to allow the sun to shine down upon her. The beast appeared surprised by her angelic beauty as well. It seemed as though all the madness drained from him in that moment. He said nothing, but his eyes told all. He was entranced by the sight of her ruby-red irises and her pure white hair.
Pardon?
I am a beast. This is what I asked for. Something to quench my thirst. You're allowed to be happy. But as I said, it was only for a moment. So rejoice! Imagine just how gratifying it'll be to see such a beautiful woman writhing in the throes of death. Follow me. I will have a bath drawn as well. And once the moment had passed, the beast was barely able to contain the wellspring of madness within himself. He wanted nothing more than to run his sword through the white-haired girl that very instant, to torture her, defile her. Jesus. He tended to her wounds, served her supper, and drew a bath for her. And afterwards the beast even made to provide her with a dress to wear. Even the outfit she had worn only for one night so many years before was there, waiting for someone to put it on again. For her to put it on again. He said she could choose anything she liked. She, being such a modest young woman, said she needed not of such fine attire. And what a shame that was. I too wish to see her in her dress once more.
I need not such fine clothing.
You needn't be modest.
No, that's not why.
Are they not to your liking then?
No, I just... My apologies. You are very generous.
Foolish girl, smiling and calling me generous.
I was simply imagining what a pretty sight it would be. The sight of her fresh blood splattered on it. The sight of her life slipping away.
I'm glad that after wandering for so long I ended up here in this mansion.
And in a few hours you'll be feeling the exact opposite. Get all the rest you need. I shall see you again in the morning.
I thank you. Bestia then made his way out of the girl's bedchamber. His mask came crumbling off after only taking a few steps.
There, that's precisely what I wanted. Just imagining how such a beautiful woman will scream, how she'll beg for her life. Hey, are you there? The mansion has given me the perfect offering. Hey, is she not here?
Is someone there? Yes, I came by to ask if there was anything you needed. I cannot offer you anything extravagant, not like before, but I am here to provide you with anything in my capacity. I appreciate the offer, but I need nothing. Being allowed to stay the night is more than enough. Do you work here in the mansion? Yes, indeed I do. I've been here for a very, very long time. A very long time? You might think this is an odd question, but... have we met before? Something about you seems familiar. And I get the feeling I have been in this mansion before. Yes, we have met. It was quite some time ago, though. When was it? It was an unimaginably long time ago. Do you remember a boy and a girl with flakes in hair? Flakes in hair. I apologize. My memory fails me. Do you not remember me either? I see. You should probably not push yourself to remember then. There were joyous times and there were less than joyous times. But would you be so kind as to answer one question? What might your name be? My name? My name is... I see. So you are... again. Again? You should get some rest. I will make tea for you in the morning. Also... go on, close your eyes. But Bestia never waited for morning to come. With his sword that smelled of blood hanging from his hip, the beast slowly, ever so slowly, crept toward the room where the white-haired girl slept. The time was soon approaching for the bloodthirsty beast to paint the walls with the young woman's blood, to turn her bedchamber into a gore-splattered altar upon which he would offer her to the devil. However, when he opened the door, the beast could hardly believe his eyes. She was not asleep, but sitting there as if expecting Bestia's arrival.
Why are you awake? Did you not go to sleep?
I heard footsteps sawing.
And what were you planning to do when I got here? Surely you didn't think we'd simply have a nice midnight chat.
I was hoping to ask what it was that you wanted.
To ask what it was that I wanted? Do you even realize what you're saying? Can you not see what's in my hand? You know exactly what I came here to do. Aren't you going to beg? Aren't you going to plead for your life? Aren't you going to ask me not to kill you?
If it's necessary. But is that what you want?
What I want is something much, much more gratifying than your pleas. I want to hold a banquet. It's not enough. No matter what I do, it's not enough. But you will be enough to satisfy me, to quench this unholy thirst, to completely, wholly fill me to the bursting point. You want to know what I desire? I desire to devour you.
Oh my! Bestia shoved the girl back, slamming her into the mattress. He then stabbed his sword through the sheets beside her, looking down upon the girl, the moonlight at his back. Clenching her slender throat with one hand, he drew his sword once more, holding the tip but inches from her nose. No matter how much blood he drank, the sword continued to shine gloriously as though it had just come from the forge. It was an awe-inspiring, tear-shedding blade, the sight of which would cause anyone to imagine the misfortune about to befall them.
Go on, mock me, ridicule the hideous barbaric beast standing before you. From the moment you saw me, you thought me unsettling, no? But you averted your eyes, because I had food for you, because I gave you a place to rest. You pretended not to notice the beast. This is retribution. I forgot how to English. My apologies. This is retribution. Retribution for your damned humans. So you beg for your life that they all do. Cry, plead for mercy.
If you say that you're ugly, then I must be equally ugly.
What?
What came from the girl's mouth was neither a plea nor an insult, nor a scream. Full-grown men had wept before him, and yet the slight young woman did not. Despite this terrifying beast being upon her, moments away from extinguishing her life, even Di almost shrieked in fright. Bestia could believe neither his eyes nor his ears.
Do you not fear me? Can you not see what I'm about to do to you?
What am I to be afraid of?
I'm threatening to murder you! To rip your intestines out with these claws and watch you die in agony. I enjoy it more than anything in the world. Filling others' hearts with fear. The more lives I take, the more I enjoy it. I am a beast driven by madness.
What he expected was for the beautiful girl before him to desperately implore him for mercy. He wanted nothing more than to see despair seep into every corner of her red eyes. For he believed that it would be a truly sublime moment, euphoria unlike anything he had ever experienced before. Bestia prodded her with a singular sword, poking a slit in skin smoother than silk.
You mean to take mercy on me because you see me as pitiful.
But she did not do as the beast wished. She looked up at him with sympathy rather than fear. This rattled the beast. He had never once seen anyone respond to him that way.
What possessed you to say that? What on earth is going through your head? Mercy. Mercy! Do you not comprehend this situation? How can you be so calm? Scream, cry and shout, beg for me to spare you. Throw yourself at my feet! Throw yourself at my feet! Otherwise I'm a beast! A beast that never tires of killing.
To me, you appear to be a person.
You're lying.
You listen to the things I say and you respond with your own words.
I was taught how to speak. I'm a beast who speaks human language.
But you think. You use your mind to come up with responses. And you hesitate.
If I'm human, then why do they disparage me so? Why do they reject me and try to kill me? Because I'm a beast! A repulsive beast! That's why, isn't it?
I will do nothing to hurt you. We are alike.
Alike? Don't be ridiculous! How can you say we're alike when you're as beautiful as you are?
There's nothing beautiful about me. What value does outward appearance have?
You
have suffered much persecution, which is why you tremble in fear.
I am not trembling. I am not afraid.
I can hear the cries of your heart.
What on earth is wrong with you? Why are you not afraid? Why do you not scream in terror?
I am afraid, but more than fear. I feel like I know what my role is.
Your role?
If you will have me, then I would like to remain here in the mansion.
Are you mad? I will eventually kill you. Torture you. Put you through hell. Make you wish you were never born.
That does not change my mind. Please, allow me to stay. I find it very hard to believe that what you want deep down is to hurt people. And I get the feeling that I am meant to be here. That is my role. Bestia was at a loss. He was perhaps afraid of this girl who did not fear him, and even attempted to embrace him. She behaved too differently from all the other humans he knew of, who only ever harassed and pushed him away.
Why are you so kind to me? To this beast? This murderer?
Bestia's sword slipped from his hand, hitting the hard floor with a metallic whine. When the sound died down, the white-haired girl extended her hands for the beast with the utmost of affability. Her fingers were white as freshly fallen snow, something the Sadia never saw. They traced his distinctive frame. They ran along his unusually shaped nose. They slid across his rough yellowed skin. They drifted around his rather small eyes. The beast trembled once more, this time not out of twisted desire from deep within, from the unimaginable comfort of physical contact. Her fingers moved so gently, so pleasantly, wrapping him in their warmth. Are you crying? A single teardrop slid down the arc of her finger. Looking into her clear eyes, Bestia came to a realization. And at the same time, he felt somewhat dismayed.
You are without sight.
Taken in the throes of his primal urges, the beast had not noticed, but there was an emptiness in the girl's eyes. She appeared to be gazing far into the distance, not focused on the man despite being close enough to touch him. Tears had begun running down Bestia's cheeks earlier when she had called him a person, but it was not until one of those droplets had slid across the back of her finger that she had realized. She would indeed have no need of extravagant dresses. After all, she could not see what she was wearing. That is correct. I am blind. But whoever decided that reality is only that which can be seen. I know not what appearance I have. In the darkness, everything is as one. There is no difference between beast and man. If you are a beast, then I too must be a beast. To call the girl a beast would be paramount to eating sugar and insisting it was salt. Do pardon the trite analogy, please. But you know rather well, Master, that the white-haired girl was not at all what you would call a beast. Not simply in appearance, but all the way down to her core, there was nothing beastly about her. Her words brought him faint pain, but the beast still felt on some level that he wanted to keep her at his side, to see what would happen. His next words were in large part impulsive.
I am grateful that you cannot see me.
Without exception, everyone who had wandered into the mansion had lost their lives before the sun rose the next morning. She was the first visitor who had not met this fate. Over time, Bestia's madness gradually subsided. He even began to seem rather tame. You would hardly believe it was the same beast who had once reveled in those perverse festivities. He was, I imagine, at a loss for how to behave. I too would be flustered in the constant presence of such beauty. But it was not just her appearance. She had said she wished to live with him, a beast who had committed countless atrocities. Perplexing indeed. What is the matter?
Do you honestly not fear me?
Do I appear to be afraid of you?
No. You do not. But you would, if you could see me. You would react the same as everyone else. You would mock me. You would despise me. You would want to kill me. You don't know what I've done because you can't see. I enjoyed it. I basked in your terror. So why? Why do I not want you to find out? I don't want you to know how many people I've tortured, how many I've slaughtered, how much blood I've imbibed. All the horrible things I've done. Horrible. I'm aware that what I've done is wrong. But I relished in it. I wanted, for so long, to slaughter them. I desperately desired to see blood. Human blood. What is it I crave? Murder or laughter? I said that I had no need for peace, and yet here I am.
Is something the matter?
No. Some tea.
Oh, shall I make some? Are you thirsty?
No. I made some tea. It's probably cold by now. I thought you might want some. You don't.
No, I'll take it.
What are you laughing for?
Because I'm happy.
Is it to your liking?
It's bitter.
Their life together began quietly, their days without event. They had no extravagant meals, there were no swathes of guests lending life to the mansion's halls, but there was also no one screaming in fear for their life. It was the peaceful life Bestia had lost, and he had returned once more to that quiet realm.
What's the matter?
You are always so quick. Notice my presence.
My world is one of darkness, so I have a heightened sense of hearing.
What is it like? How do you perceive the world? I cannot imagine living in complete darkness.
Occasionally, I can see light.
Light?
Yes, not a radiant light like the sun, but a soft light floating in the darkness. Like a candlelight, I suppose.
That only perplexes me all the more. I find it difficult to understand what you are describing.
Is that so? It's difficult for me as well. I'm not sure how to explain it. But it's not complete darkness. I can sense your presence, for instance, and I can tell how windy it is from the way the windows vibrate. And also...
Also?
I also feel as though I can sense the wavering of emotions. The candlelight begins to flicker erratically. From fear, intense sorrow, or rather similar emotions.
Emotions?
I do not know. It could be yours, and it could be mine. This mansion is a very peculiar place. The candlelight is always wavering, and yet it seems somehow stable. It makes me feel as though that this is where I belong.
I don't think I understand. I'm a beast, and so I lack the intelligence.
But you...
I'm going to go hunting. Is there anything you would like?
Okay, I'm back after drinking about a gallon of water because my throat is killing me.
Whatever you like. Alright then, if you find any fruit, that would be nice.
Root.
It's sour. You picked it before it was ripe.
I didn't know. Is that a bad thing? I don't know anything.
I cannot see, but if fruit is still green, you are not supposed to eat it yet. What color are these?
No, blue.
Shall I give you a hand preparing supper?
I cannot ask for someone who can. I cannot ask for help of someone who can't see. You'll hurt yourself.
Don't worry, I can tell for the most part where things are by touch and sound. Are you worried?
Worried. worried. The thought of blood dripping down her finger doesn't excite me. What's going on? What on earth has happened to me?
If I appear to be in any danger of harming myself, please let me know. And then you have nothing to worry about. You do not seem any more comfortable in a kitchen than me.
She always cooks the... Where did she go?
Huh?
She always comes when I call.
I had hidden myself away. Bessie had learned how to go about his daily life without my assistance, and the two of them had no need of others in their peaceful world. Oh my, what is the matter, master? I was not lonely at all, no. It was an absolute pleasure. It was an absolute pleasure simply watching them. I mean that. It was not my role to be at his side, nor was I the one to be at hers. If she could make Bestie into the master of the house, then my presence was unnecessary. I appear when I am needed, as I appear to serve the flaxen-haired family, nothing more. If they sought a servant, then I would show myself. Yes, certainly. After some time, they began to sleep in the same bed. Oh dear, no. Not for the reason you are imagining, master. You thought no such thing? Though they slept in the same bed, they did not lay together. They did so, it seemed, because they were more comfortable in the same place. The two acted more like family than lovers.
Hey. Hello? Are you asleep?
No, I'm awake.
Is the candlelight wavering?
Right now, it is very calm.
I see. Say, tell me about your childhood.
What? Me?
Won't you?
My childhood?
Yes. I have no such stories to tell. When I was a child, I lost everything. My mother, father, brothers, everyone. So
For as long as I can remember, I did not have a father. I lived alone with my mother, but I never felt like that was a bad thing.
Was she kind?
Yes, very. She was a compassionate woman. But we were poor, and because I cannot see, my mother was the only one who could work. She would be away for long stretches of time, supposedly because she served at a respectable house. I do not know whether or not that was true. Perhaps she was doing much more demanding work. I never asked. I believed not asking was best for her. From time to time, I would receive letters from her. Someone who lived nearby read them to me. The letters went something like this. Life in the mansion is difficult, but everyone treats me so well, and they say I do good work. I'll be back with more money soon, so you be a good girl. Other than that, she allegedly expressed concern for my health and safety, as well as repeatedly saying how much she loved me.
You have a good mother.
I did. Nearly everything I remember my mother saying to me was written in her letters. So much kindness and warmth.
Why do you not live with her now? How did you end up here in the mansion?
Before long, she lost her life at her place of employment, and I was sent the money she had earned. It was, I imagine, enough to survive on. When my mother was alive, she often lamented my blindness. If only you could see, she would say, I could show you just how extraordinary this world is. So I decided I would visit a renowned physician in order to fulfill my mother's dream. A physician in this country. However, upon examining me, he said that he could not restore my sight. Dejected, I was on my way back home when bandits attacked. They robbed me of the money I brought to pay for my treatment. I lost everything my mother saved for me. The money she gave her life to earn for me. I failed to repay her for anything that she did, which cast a dark cloud over my heart. My world has always been warped in darkness, but at that moment I was in the deepest abyss. There was not even a speck of light. I was at a complete loss. Nowhere to go, I simply wandered, no destination in mind. And that was when I miraculously arrived at this mansion. It was as if it had summoned me here.
You were being summoned by the mansion to fulfill my craving, but it didn't end up that way. I wonder if the mansion is disappointed. I see.
I apologize for not having a brighter tale to tell. I imagine you were hoping to hear joyful childhood memories?
No. Did they hurt you?
Pardon?
The bandits. They attacked. Were you hurt?
You are so compassionate.
I am no such thing. I am not compassionate.
I was perfectly fine. I took a few scratches, but nothing you need to worry about.
I see.
I believe that I am happy now. Was unable to regain my sight, and I haven't the money to return home. But I believe I left in order to come here. Is your life right now happy?
Terrified. I'm volatile. I'm growing accustomed to this woman's comfort. I'm afraid of losing her. A beast should not have these feelings. A murderous beast. Take this.
What is...
It makes a good gift, supposedly. I was planning to throw it out when I learned that, but I couldn't. I felt like I was meant to give it to someone. That could only be you. It is a fake white rose.
a white rose accessory?
Do you not want it?
No, I do. I just, for some reason... Never mind. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh.
Do you not desire more prey? But you were so hungry for blood before.
I've had enough. I don't need any more. Although she is blind. No. Because she cannot see, she does not push me away. She's the only one willing to accept me. To be with me.
So hard to please. You obtain peace, cast it aside, then pick it up once more. But you'll never be able to escape it completely. After all, you're enchanted by the pleasure murder brings. You have been for a very, very long time.
This time, I'm done. I won't kill anyone anymore. Being with her is far more satisfying than the joy killing brought me. To be with her is what I truly want.
So very self-centered.
You certainly are. Hey.
It was as though he was viewing a flashback. The sound of knocking echoed through the mansion, as it had the day the merchant came and brought the beast's short-lived peace crashing down.
What did I just tell you? I do not want any more prey. Stop this. Stop it. Don't bring me any more. I thought you were supposed to fulfill my desires. Why did the doors open?
Sword in hand, Bestia ran through the mansion halls. He was overcome with fear. He had obtained the peace he so dearly wanted, and even found someone who did not fear him. He was terrified that the appearance of more prey would cause all this to crumble. If he spotted the prey, murdered them, and conceded to his madness, she might choose to leave him. As much as she claimed he was not hideous, if she witnessed him doing that...
I'll just chase them out. I'm done with this. My desire has changed. however. Why? Why?
Bestia shuddered in terror at the sight.
What the fuck? Stay back! Stay away from me!
He broke into a run. It was not, after all, helpless prey that had entered the mansion.
That thing is...
The monster's voice seemed to slither along the floors behind him. He felt as though, as if he were to turn around, it would be right there on top of him.
Why are you chasing me?
Bestia shouted with fear in his voice, uncharacteristic of the beast who had so readily slaughtered his prey. But can you blame him?
That's... a Bestia!
In that moment, I had an epiphany. I had assumed he had called himself Bestia, unaware of what the word meant.
A Bestia other than me?
Bestia is not in fact a name. It is a word that means beast. Indeed, a second beast had come to the mansion.
Why are you chasing me? Are you here to kill me? Is it because I settled down? Because I wanted to stop being a beast?
Is something the matter? When the white-haired girl poked her head out of the bedchamber, Bestia was aghast. He frantically attempted to return her to her room.
You mustn't leave your room!
But as he was doing this, the horrifying creature, no, the beast's voice, drew nearer.
Do not open this door for any reason! I will protect you! That's right. I don't want this piece destroyed. These tranquil days together with this woman, I will protect them. I will!
Trembling in fear, Bestia gathered his resolve. He pointed his sword, which until then had only been used to torment others, at the second beast. Now he would wield his blade to protect the person he cared about. This was the same beast who had killed and killed and killed to satisfy his own primal desires.
I will not let you destroy this. I will protect it from you.
From a rational point of view, the things he was saying and feeling were rather idealistic, but Bestia was desperate. He did not want to lose this piece. Before long, the beast, the one chasing him, appeared from within the darkness. Say, Master, if resolve was the only thing necessary for one to act courageously, would that not mean nearly anyone could become a hero? Bestia had viciously slaughtered so many people before. He had gathered the courage to protect the things he cared for. But now he was shaking. He did not gallantly bring his sword down upon the approaching beast. Instead, he trembled visibly from head to toe. He must have been quite terrified at the beast's appearance.
Stop. No. Stay away from me. Don't. Stay back!
Seeing Bestia was so scared, I imagine the beast thought it a primal opportunity, for it slowly, ever so slowly, ambled toward him.
I don't kill it. It will kill me. I have to kill it, 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 I have to kill it!
And that was the moment Bestia's mind ran off the rails of sanity.
Kill, 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 kill!
He lifted his sword up above his head, facing the approaching beast. And ferociously swung it down upon his assailant. Again and again and again. Screaming horrifically at the top of his lungs. He continued, swing after swing until the other beast had gone completely still. Before long, copious volumes of fresh blood stained the corridor. At some point, the other beast had stopped moving and sunken into a pool of its own lifeblood.
I did it. I did it. I killed it. I killed the other bestia.
Bestia had let his guard down, assuming he had claimed victory over the unmoving beast. I had not imagined either that the beast could still be alive after shedding so much blood.
Stay back.
The beast reached its hand out toward Bestia. It was determined to drag him down to the underworld, it seemed. Slowly sliding along the slippery floor, it dragged itself toward him. Even on its last breath, it continued reaching for Bestia, fixated on him. He kicked the beast's hands up into the air, staggering it, and then he...
Burn in hell!
rammed his blade down into it. Christ! Bestia's fear-stricken expression was hardly that of a knight who had just saved the maiden. Nevertheless, he had indeed eradicated the other beast.
God, that laughter gets me every time!
You came back again, okay? You come back again, okay? Promise me. I'll be waiting. Waiting, believing that you'll return. I'll be waiting. Oh! Okay, now we're back to these two. Pauline and the merchant I murdered, clearly.
It's about time for you to set off.
Indeed.
You take care out there. Don't eat anything funny and get yourself sick, okay?
I'll be fine. I'm a tough one.
The more overconfident you are, the more you'll push yourself and risk getting hurt. Make sure you drink lots and lots of water, okay? Take care not to get heat stroke or sunstroke, okay?
You worry too much. Relax, I know how to take care of myself on a ship.
I know, but you never know what might happen. I want you to be in good health when I see you again.
I will be. Although I'll probably keep you waiting for a long time.
I'll be waiting. Don't worry about me. I'll be waiting, I promise. I managed to wait 1.5 years already, so I can handle this. Come back, okay?
You have my word.
Thanks. Safe travels.
I refuse to believe that he could be dead. I have to find proof that somewhere out there, he's still alive and well. I have to find him. I have to prove it. We have arrived at our destination, madam. Although I dearly wish I could assist you in your search, I have things to attend to during our stay.
No, don't worry yourself. I couldn't possibly impose on you any further.
Madam, Pauline, you mustn't put yourself in danger. I could never do a good voice of this, also excuse me. Should anything happen to you, your mother would be devastated.
I wonder if Mom's mad. No, she's probably sad. Her sorrow is expansive as the Albufeira wetlands, as deep as the ocean into which the sun sets. And it's all my fault. But don't worry, I'll be fine. As soon as I have certainty of his well-being, I'll go straight home. Me and him together.
Pauline, your lover is...
I have faith in him. He would never break a promise to me. He's always come back to me, no matter how long it took. A man like that wouldn't just suddenly disappear on me. There's been a mistake, and I had to prove it. Denial. I have to be the one to do it, because he'll remain gone unless I see it with my own eyes.
I wonder who you inherited your stubbornness from.
What?
Nothing. An acquaintance of mine lives in this village. I shall be staying with him. I'll let him know about you in my consistently changing voice. That never seems to stay consistent! He should gladly welcome you into his home.
Thank you, Orlando. Orlando Blue? You've been such a big help.
Pauline. 1 month. You search for 1 month, and if you haven't found him, you come home with me. Will you promise me that? You are her only daughter.
Okay.
Good. To tell you the truth, I regret bringing you with me.
What I should have done is dragged you back home. But I couldn't bear to see you like that, Pauline. It was like I was looking at her when she was younger.
Orlando.
Anyway, 1 month. Understood?
Yes. Don't worry, a month will be plenty. I will find him before the month is up. The sleepy seaside village is on the small side, but from what I've been told, it used to have a flourishing fishing industry. Now, though, it's like there's a fog hanging over everything. That's not too surprising, I suppose. A few months ago, the village was part of a war for control of the country, and they're now under a different rule than before. Stripped of their independence and battered by the raging tempest of war, the people's spirits have been eroded. And spiritual damage is not so easily mended. Even if they were not physically harmed, there are deep wounds in their hearts. It's a lovely village, though. The breeze feels different than it does back home. Beneath it all, I'm sure the people are actually quite friendly and cheerful. A long, long time ago, I went on a trip to a land in the south. This country is quite a bit south of mine, too. People blessed with lots of sunlight are bound to be warm at their core. Say, Orlando.
Yes?
May I take a look around the village?
I don't see why not. The sun's still up. I'll need some time to catch up with my acquaintance, so I suppose this is as good an opportunity as any. Do you know where to find me, madam?
Yes, you go down that way, turn the second crossroad, follow straight for a little, cross over to the other side, and it's right there, right by Albuquerque, right?
Are you sure you can find it?
Don't worry.
Alright then. You plan to stay within the village today, right? I'll see you in a little bit then. If you get lost, give me a holler.
As much as you may insist otherwise, you really do care, Orlando.
I feel bad enough as it is. Please don't take advantage of me.
I think I might take full advantage of this. Thanks, see you in a bit.
Oh god, hello there, kid. You okay? You look a little, not right in the head.
What's he doing out here all alone, I wonder? There's no one else around. I wonder if something happened. Would it seem odd if I tried talking to him? Wouldn't want to get labeled as suspicious on my first day here. That's asking for trouble, but... The boy stands all alone on the shore, looking somehow precarious. As though a breeze might whisk him away into a million grains of the sand, and if I look away, he won't be there when I turn right back. That's how the boy appears to me. You never know until you try. Besides, it's important for me to communicate with the natives. I gotta build trust with the people of this village. Let's go. Good afternoon. What are you doing out here all alone, little man? By force of habit, I spoke in my native tongue. How dense can you be, Pauline? You may have just been talking to Orlando, but that's no excuse. This isn't your homeland. But everything's alright, everything's alright. I studied language, so I should be able to hold a simple conversation. You don't need to be afraid of me. My name is Pauline. I'll be staying in your village for a while. Nice to meet you. Do you not understand me? My name is Pauline. What is your name, little man?
Dreadful.
What? What? He just called me dreadful.
That's one hell of an accent you got there. Oh my god. Okay. Doing the Oishi voice just because he's a snarky little asshole. May as well just give him that fitting voice. That's one hell of an accent you've got. Who are you, bandit? Why are you here?
No, I'm not a damn bit. I promise. I stammered.
Atrocious.
There's no need to be so mean. I put in a pretty good effort, I thought. You could at least compliment me instead.
God awful.
That's not nice.
What's a foreigner doing in this remote corner of the world? Sightseeing a little village? Sure got a lot of time on your hands.
I do not. I'm very busy. You're a little obnoxious, aren't you? You're supposed to treat your elders with respect, you know?
Like I give a damn, lady. You're older, but you're acting way more like a kid than me. I mean, look at me. For some reason, I got a Boston accent.
My name isn't Lady, it's Pauline. Pauline.
And what are you here for?
Completely ignored. Ahem. I am, here to look for someone. There are rumors that he was last seen around here. Have you by chance seen any other foreigners around?
Hell if I know.
He just won't let me in. I've got to befriend him first. Of course, he's going to be guarded if I just start throwing questions at him. Alright, so you haven't seen him. Then why don't you tell me about yourself? What are you doing out here?
Is that any of your business, lady?
The boy's out here on the beach all alone. Wouldn't that make you curious? Don't you have any friends?
He has the face of somebody who says, all my friends are dead.
Maybe he's one of those kids who doesn't have any. Say, if you don't mind, could we be friends? I'm not really familiar with the area, so it'd be nice to have someone with me. What do you say?
I don't need any damn friends. And who the hell'd be dumb enough to say, sure, I'll be a friend to someone they just met?
How are you so jaded? You need to be more courteous, kinder to others, not so antagonistic. I just thought it would be nice if we could talk a bit. That's all I want, really.
How about you quit being so damn nosy, lady? It just so happens I like being alone. I've got some strange woman ruining my alone time. I'm out of here.
Hey, wait a second! He's gone. This is going to be really, really hard.
Yes, it is, and I deeply apologize for that.
Oh. Master? Master? Ah, you have turned to me. You suddenly started staring off into the distance. I was quite startled. Now, let us continue our tale. The mansion's corridor was a horrifically repulsive mess. Splatters of fresh beast blood covered the walls, and there was a repugnant odor. Anyone would be compelled to avert their eyes at the sight. What happened here?
I am grateful that you cannot see, because you would certainly think me a beast if you were able to see this. Because you cannot see, you do not know what I look like, but I know. Another beast like me broke into the mansion.
Was it?
I protected you. Did I not? I protected you. Say that I protected you. That I did this for you.
In his hysteria, Bestia tore down the curtains hanging on the hallway window. Blood-stained curtains that reeked of dead beast. What did he have to be so afraid of, though? He had exterminated the other beast encroaching upon his territory. I would understand if he had puffed his chest in pride, but far from it, his terror merely intensified. Calm down. The white-haired girl extended her hand for Bestia, but even her gentle, lovingly outstretched fingers evoked fear in his eyes. Instinctively, he feared anything that entered his territory, and then attempted to remove it. And driven by those instincts, he shoved aside the white-haired girl, the one he said he wanted to protect. Being without sight, she had no way of reliably catching her balance, and she fell to the floor with a splash, for she had landed in the pool of blood left by the beast. Red seeped into her clothing, slowly spreading through the fabric. At first it looked like she had fallen into a puddle of fresh, bright dye, but before long the red darkened to a brownish black.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know
It's okay. I'm fine. She embraced the panicking beast, softly whispering as if trying to calm a crying baby. Though Bestia was taller and physically stronger, the white-haired girl was emotionally more stable than he. What has you so frightened? Please, tell me. I promise I will not look down on you for any reason. All I want is to free you from the depths of your suffering. Sometimes, talking about things can lighten the burden they place on you. We have the ability to use words, both you and me. With language, the gift God bestowed upon man, we can communicate our feelings with one another. It's all right. Don't be afraid. Talk to me, please.
Am I a man? You act as though I'm a man. No, you treat me like one.
I cannot see you as anything else, as I've said before.
Only because you cannot see me. You are the only one who says I'm a man. You are without sight. But I was content with that. You treated me like a man, so I felt as though I'd become one. The time I had spent with you, I had real peace. I almost forgot that I was a wretched beast. I no longer sought after prey. Prey? Oh yes. Before you arrived, I murdered dozens of humans. I didn't want you to know that I wasn't such a sinful creature, leaving a long trail of bodies in my wake. But I thought that if I didn't show them my strength, if I didn't force them into submission, that I would never find peace. I was drunk with power. I took great pleasure in it, in slaughtering people.
The fear was so overwhelming that you turned the act of killing into one of gratification. You did it to protect yourself.
Are you still not going to condemn me?
Taking another's life is wrong. Not only does it rob them of their time on this earth, it inflicts great wounds upon those who care about them. However, I do not regard you as a mere beast, nor as a mere murderer. Something made you the way you are. I'm almost certain of it.
Something?
Tell me about yourself. In your words, from your mouth. Tell me.
When I woke up, I was weak, exhausted, emaciated. I couldn't think clearly, or even remember much of anything. I was thirsty, hungry, sore from head to toe. A crowd of people surrounded me.
You...
This was a long time ago. Well, not so long as to be described as long ago, but it is as far as back as my past goes. I sought help from the people around me, but my words did not get through to them. The only thing that came from my mouth were feral howls. They scowled at me, and then...
Stinking gross. I'm not interested in any more trouble.
Shall we kill it?
Never seen anyone like this before.
What is he anyway? Beats me, a bestia by the looks of it. Bestia. 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 Bestia.
I didn't understand what they were saying about me. All I could pick out was the word bestia. The humans brought sticks and fishing poles, with which they poked and prodded me. At first, they probably meant only to chase me out, but before long, their actions began to escalate.
Bestia.
Bestia! Filthy beast! We ain't got nothing for you. Dirty, nasty thing. Stay back! Hit it! Pound it! He's feeling it! Beat it! Beat the thing! Kill it! Kill it! Kill it! Kill it! Kill it! Die! Why? Why should I have to die? I was simply asking for help. They didn't have food to spare. A glass of water would have been enough. I asked for nothing of them but some relief from my thirst. But the humans would not hear my pleas. My words reached no one's ears. When they brought weapons and started chasing me around, attempting to kill me, all I could do anymore was run. And as I fled, I saw something. A child pointing out to a wild dog covered in mud and shouting, "Bestia!" That was when I finally understood that I was a beast. And that was why the humans wanted to exterminate me. I was neither cattle, nor swine, nor fowl of the air, but a vicious beast, the kind of creature that ravaged their fields. And so...
You sought to prove your superiority to them, so you would never have to be called a beast or chased out of somewhere again.
I was so close to forgetting it all. The time I spent with you was truly wonderful. I could forget about people calling me a beast, chasing me around and trying to kill me. I could forget about slaughtering them, painting the walls with their blood. I could forget about everything. It felt like I'd actually become a man.
But you...
But then it showed up. Another beast like me. It was my kin. A different individual, though, built differently than me. I am taller than it was, but it was a beast, and I too must be a beast.
Regardless, I will continue to insist you are not, as many times as I must. Should you be troubled by these painful memories and attempt to cause someone harm again, I will be there to remind you of your humanity. Is that which you can see with your eyes the whole of the world? I cannot see you, that is correct, but I can feel you, sense you, hear you, and I can learn what you bear within your heart. You worry, you fear, and you think, and you also show concern for me. These things all prove that you are human.
This woman, she really is going to change me. If I remain with her, I can become a man. It might be no more than an illusion, but with her near, it can become my reality.
Have you calmed yourself down some?
The hall, it needs to be cleaned.
So it does.
I'll take care of it. You don't need to worry. You should get changed, though.
Very well. I believe I care so much for you. 'Cause you resemble me.
We are not alike in the slightest. As I said, you're a beautiful woman.
You may compliment my appearance, but no one else ever did. I've been labeled a witch because of the color of my eyes and hair. My eyes, they're red.
A beautiful shade of red indeed. A magnificent color, like blood.
You're the first person to say that about them. Even my mother said my eyes frightened her. Because people called me a witch, I was rarely afforded the opportunity to interact with others, so I grew up mostly alone. As the people outside this mansion called you a beast, so too do the people outside call me a witch. See, we are alike. Do I look like a witch to you?
No. You are a beautiful, compassionate human woman.
And you are a human man, even if you don't believe it yourself. Yet again, Bestia found himself feeling grateful for the white-haired girl's blindness. For while he had just imagined to put on a smile, tears were also rolling down his cheeks. Joy, bitterness, sorrow, a maelstrom of emotions flowed unbounded from within. But he cried in silence. Bestia shed his tears discreetly so as to not allow the white-haired girl to notice. He looked down upon the floor. A single corpse lay there, and no matter how hard he tried, he could not see it as anything other than a beast. A beast that looked just like him.
Oh, my heart. Ugh.
Okay, that is where I'm going to end it. Oh, whoops. How do I do this? I keep forgetting how to fucking save in this game, but anyway. Oh my god. Oh, that was so good. Oh. I'm waiting for the tragedy to happen, but just that moment of happiness. I'm just gonna let that sink in. Oh. I like this. I like this story so much. It's. Also, hopefully the audio is better this time. Now that I didn't fuck up the microphone this time, with any luck. I don't even know how the hell the sensitivity got adjusted to such a low setting. But, anyway, if you guys like this, be sure to let me know. Hopefully my voice acting was a little bit better this time. And I think I found okay. I think I found a better voice to go with the beast, I think.
Well, more like the calm beast rather than the more I'm going to destroy you beast.
That's more of like a... That's more. I think that's definitely more like to have two different voices for that, two different sides to him. So far, I'm liking this. Oh my god. I love this. I love this so much already, but I'm waiting for the tragedy to occur, waiting for that to happen. Also, theory about the girl. This mysterious blind girl. Here's my theory. If this takes place several years in the future, then I'm going to assume that this girl is the daughter of the other from the Flakes inherit family. If this is so many years in the future, but I'm guessing that the mother must have named her daughter after her, if I had to guess, or probably told stories to her daughter about what she was like working in the mansion. Or who knows, this could be the granddaughter of that same woman from the first door. Possibly. Or, fuck it, who knows? Maybe she just keeps reincarnating through every birth that's done. She just keeps reincarnating. But, anyway, that's where I'm going to end it. So if you guys like this, be sure to let me know. I love this. I love it so much. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Hopefully this audio is much better than the last time. And hopefully we won't have to suffer through any more audio errors like last time.